provide the backdrop for the return of Question Time on BBC One, hearty political debate in half an hour.
Here, you noticed anything strange about the boss?
He's been like that since one. It's Saturday afternoon and his radio's broke.
That's nothing. Check that guy out.
See if I got hold of that wee b***er. Stole the batteries out my tranny.
You'll find all the football you want at Radio Scotland. 92 to 95 FM and 810 medium wave.
And it's the light-hearted, spontaneous banter that matters now on BBC Scotland, not the winning.
Hello and welcome to They Think It's All Over, the sports quiz that says no to casual knitwear. Our team captains are two men for whom leading their country to victory is second nature. Unfortunately, leading it to defeat is their first nature. David Gower and Gary Linekar. David's regular teammate is a man who's waved goodbye to more hares than a three-legged greyhound, Lee Hurst. And Gary's sidekick is a man so hairy that his favourite shampoo is Head and Shoulders, Back and Palms. Rory McGrath. David's special guest tonight is a man who will be doing all the talking for once and not asking a series of probing questions. So, no change from his chat show then, Clive Anderson. And Gary's guest is the only woman who can hit double top at darts from 2 streets away. Olympic gold medalist Tessa Sanderson. It's 3 points for a right answer, 1 for a good try, and the contempt of the nation if you're wrong. So we start with our celebration round, in which we show each team a goal celebration. And what we want to know is exactly why are the celebrants doing what they're doing. Now, David's team first. Your goal comes from Brazil versus Holland in the '94 World Cup.
I suspect didn't go up, but it looked as though there was an offside. Everybody stopped, and this is Bebeto. And that's the second goal. The Dutch can't believe it. Everyone stopped on the field for a moment.
So, David, why are they doing all this business then?
Because they scored.
Yes.
Well done, Dave. Well done.
Thanks. I wanted to establish the fact that we're very keen on the sports aspect.
Yes,
of this.
definitely.
This is a very different one for me to us. I'm an Arsenal supporter, and I've never seen that. Not often.
But surely they do over-the-top celebrations at Arsenal if they get a successful offside decision.
Yes.
Yes.
Are they like taking the mickey out of Bruce Grobbelaar and going, look, we've got handcuffs on? Will he set you up here? It's a trick question. It's not Brazil, it's Colombia. And they're going, cocaine.
It's not how you take cocaine.
It is that moment.
No, I know what this is, because one of those people had just had a baby, which is remarkable.
One of those 3 men, yeah.
Yes, yes, and the other 2 were joining in for some reason because they were saying, no, I was the father, really, just...
Absolutely correct, you get 3 points. Babetto's wife had just had a baby, so they were celebrating the birth.
Right.
Babetto actually comes from a rather large Catholic family, which sort of proves that not all Brazilians have a good sense of rhythm. 3 points there. Take your time. 3 points there to David's team, and now Gary's team. Explain the shenanigans after Neil Ruddock scored for Liverpool against QPR this season.
29 minutes gone then at Anfield, still no goals, and here's a chance for Ruddock, and he's taken it. Neil Ruddock has scored his first goal of the season.
Have a dig at that?
It looked like Ruddock practising his tackling to me.
Well, Ruddock hadn't had a baby the night before, but he got his leg over the night before. I found Redknapp and Fowler and McManaman with the same girl. Am I close?
It's almost certainly true, but it's not the answer.
They looked like they were lying down like the Stoke defence.
Thanks, Gary.
Fan, by the way.
I think they were reenacting the Red Arrows after the defence cuts with no aeroplanes, so they... That's the formation, but...
I'm afraid not. Well, none of you get it right. Apparently, for a bit of light pre-match viewing, to get themselves in the mood for the game, they've been watching that video of real-life executions and thought it might be a bit of a hoot to recreate one of those on the pitch. What a charming story that is. Those lovable Scousers, eh? A laugh, a song and a mass execution. You can't beat it. Still, it wasn't as bad as last season when they watched Brookside and tried to bury Robbie Fowler under a patio. So, at the end of that round, Gary's team has 0 and David's team has 3. Right, round 2 is our photo fit round. We've combined the features of 3 sports people into one new face. All the teams have to do is to tell me which bits originally belonged to who. David's team, here's a nightmare vision for you.
Is it Father Christmas if you really hate your kids?
Or it could be the bits that Cher has had removed with plastic surgery and put together as another human being.
Well, I think the top bit is Chris Eubank there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
The beard, is that Chelsea
I'll
chairman?
give you a point for Chris Eubank.
Yeah.
Chelsea chairman, the beard?
Is it?
We'll have to say his name.
Ken Bates.
Ken Bates, that's right, yeah.
And the eyes are obviously...
The eyes are...
Norman Bates.
Is it Eric? Is it Eric Cantona? Because he's got big eyebrows. But
No, it's not.
He isn't kicking anybody, so...
Right, OK, well, let's see if you're right. Let's split it up. So we've got... we've got Chris Eubank, not the first time he's been involved in a mismatch. Chris Eubank, of course, recently lost his comeback fight on points, the main one being that he's a total git. Got Pete Sampras in the middle there. Pete Sampras can serve a tennis ball at 140 miles per hour, so for any British tennis players watching, that's what that sort of fizzing noise is that keeps going past. So you got 2 points there, Gary's team. Let's have a little guess at your one. No points for saying it's Phil Cool, by the way.
It's the 6th Nolan sister. The one they don't talk about, I think.
The top bit looks like Monica Seles, doesn't it? Or she always has a bow in her hair. Well, I don't know who he is, but...
The safety officer at Chernobyl. We think...
I think it's Peter Beardsley's chin.
It is indeed Peter Beardsley's chin.
I know, I've slept with him many times.
Would you like to...
A separate bed in a room, England squad.
Tell us, Gary, does he take his teeth out in bed? I mean, for sleeping, I meant.
Thank you.
I think we'll leave that.
So Peter Beardsley's the only person when he appears on television that Daleks hide behind the sofa.
When you go away, why do footballers share a room? What, I mean, you all paid a fortune of money. Why can't you get your own room each? What's the problem? Is it just the companionship? You
friendly? Huh?
You up all night swapping tactics, or?
I think it's Higgins' eyes.
Alex Higgins, doesn't like him.
Absolutely right, Alex Higgins' eyes.
And his nose, remember?
We've still got one to get. We're going to have to hand it across.
Arantxa
Sanchez.
Absolutely right. Arantxa Sanchez Vicaria. That's the only sports person, by the way, who's worth 175 points at Scrabble. That's just worth noting. So you've done very well, and at the end of that round, it means that Gary's team have got 3 and David's team have got 5. Right, round 3 is where high tech meets low intellect, as the teams get to play with their electronic pencils. We play some sporting action, which we freeze at a key moment, and our teams have to predict where the ball is going to go. This week, we've got some film of that great West Brom forward, Cyril Regis, in action. Unfortunately for football fans, he's playing golf. So, where did the ball go? OK, David's team, you get the first attempt.
Hole 50 is not normally a hole 50 on a golf course.
Very rarely. I think it's a speed limit.
No, I think it's an advertising hoarding. It's sponsored by Esso, and they've knocked down the ES on that already. So that's, yeah, put that in, thank you.
That clarifies.
Another 50 quid you've earned.
Yeah.
Down to there, because...
No, I think...
It does, you know.
No, that's croquet he's got in there.
I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong. I think we were fooled by the introduction. This is a football game, and a referee comes on from here and says, I'm sending you off with a yellow card for bringing a golf club onto the pitch, Cyril.
What I think, this is actually, where this is taking place is actually out in Malaysia, right? And just up here, and actually, there is a Japanese soldier that's been hiding since the end of World War II. He sees Cyril Regis there, right? Yeah. And he's just woke up, right? And he sees him, and what he does, he fires a shot at him, right? But obviously, after all his gun's a bit rusty, right? And he shoots the ball down there. And the ball just, like, splatters all over the place like that.
We're only 2 points ahead. It's a little early to get this cocky. You're going to have a proper go. All right, Gary's team, your turn now.
I think he hits it. And, yep, and it goes through the 50 thing, and it's an amazing shot, this, because then it goes through the 100 thing, and then the 150 thing, and that one there, and through that there, because that's a difficult shot. I think the caddy didn't know what club to give it. So which club? You went Villa, Coventry, West Brom,
Wycombe Wanderers.
Wycombe Wanderers. You're such a anorak, aren't you?
Sure, I went to Cyril Regis on holiday once.
Did he turn you down?
The famous last words of Bugger Cyril Regis.
What happens is... No, actually, he whacks it into these bushes here.
Yeah.
And a naked couple comes screaming out.
Behind his head. Behind his head.
It's better than
That's not a slice. That's
better than what Fluffy and the Slaphead said, anyway.
You heard them called it here first. Fluffy and the Slaphead.
I'm glad you left me out of that.
Let's have a look where the ball actually went then. So I think if we put your little efforts over the top. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to give it to David.
There's a surprise.
Yeah. that little bumped one. Well, you're the one who's slagging off Stoke, mate. You don't get points that way. You want to think...
Stoke don't get points either, do they?
OK, 3 points to David, and you'd best piss off, pal. At the end of that round, I'm very pleased to say that Gary's team has 3 and David's team, the nice one, has 8. OK, it's half-time, and to accompany the usual orange sucking and calf massaging, we thought we'd let the teams entertain us. No points at stake here, but we've shown both sides a piece of footage and asked them to provide the voices. David's team, your clip is from England's World Cup semi-final against Germany in 1990 and features an increasingly moist Paul Gascoigne.
Oh, it's Kenny playing football for England. Must remember not to foul him. I've got to yell, oh no, foul him, oh no, stupid. Oh, me, ref. No, me number 19. It's all right.
You're booked, Gascoigne, you're booked.
Oh, no, I've got first aid. I'll sort him out. It's all right.
And also, I'm taking away your plastic breasts.
It's all right, Casimir. It's all right, Casimir. I've got a spare one in the hotel room. Don't worry.
Now, don't worry, Casimir, because Linekar, that fun-loving, wacky guy, he's got a spare pair back at the hotel.
I'm not going to miss the final.
No, don't worry about that. Don't worry about the final, because I'll have a suck on a titty bottle while you wait.
The final, boss. I'm going to miss the final.
No, we'll all miss the final. We're the England team. Don't be afraid.
Right, Gary's team. Gary, can you provide the dialogue, please? The broadcastable dialogue, that is, of the Cambridge boat race crew when they sank in 1978.
And I do believe Cambridge is sinking. Cambridge is sinking. What do you think about that, Tessa Sanderson?
Oh, blimey, too many oars and not enough cocks here.
Just caught a glimpse of the cocks there, smaller than in previous years. That'll be the cold water. Let's go to our man on the spot, Gary Linekar. What's it like down there, Gary?
It's wet. It's wet.
Anything else?
Oh, bollocks!
Cambridge sponsored this year by Townsend Torrenson. That could be a mistake in retrospect. Oh, they're relieving themselves while I think that's a bit of excrement floating. No, it's not. It's Jeremy Beadle. Oh dear, look at that. Yes, I do believe in 20 years of commentating on this event, I've never seen anything interesting.
Back to the game now, and with the score still at Gary 3 and David 8, it's time to play author. Sports people have an irrepressible urge to publish books about themselves, and unfortunately some of them don't only hit balls, they write it as well. Now David's team, for 3 points, which romantic fool is this?
On our wedding night, I was glued to the TV. I sat, riveted, on the end of the bed, on the first night of our honeymoon, watching my £700 disappear as Costa Rica beat Scotland.
Bruce Grobbelaar.
Well, let's work it out logically. It's 1990. Somebody must have got married in 1990, so George Best must be a good guess, because he gets married most years.
Glued to the TV, riveted to the bed.
Yeah.
Is it Cliche Man? You know, Bob Cliche Man does a lot of books.
No, he said it's Scottish. It's Mac Cliche Man.
Of course.
It sounds more like a second marriage to me.
Yes.
How would you know?
Well, I didn't do that on my first marriage night, I tell you.
What did you do? What did you do in your first...
And last, I hasten to mention.
Yeah. Your first honeymoon night, how did it go for you?
Very well.
Did you have a test match on or something like that? There's plenty of time between the action in a test match.
I was actually, no, I was playing at the time.
Playing at the time? Yes.
What, in your bedroom? Did you go, how was that?
She caught out behind.
She said that's out.
Yes, yeah. You shout that. Stump.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. Sorry. Leg over before wicket. You shout that. Wait a minute. There are 10 ways of getting out of cricket. They all have a sexual connotation.
This is the sort of conversation you usually have after the show. There's actually a question to answer.
Oh, right. Well, it's obviously Graham Souness.
That's not right, so I'll hand it over to Gary's team.
Tessa, you
Come on.
said Linford Christie, did you? But that was about something entirely different.
That's your chance gone. That was, in fact, Paul Merson from his book Rock Bottom. Very easy to read, 40 lines a page, and that was what he was on when he wrote it. It's actually, to be fair, it is a terrible story. Addiction to alcohol, gambling compulsion, serious drug habit, and worst of all, the belief that Scotland could beat Costa Rica. So, Gary's team, an untamed savage for you.
He grabbed hold of me and threw me up against Cassius Clay. Clay didn't know what was coming. As I bumped into him, Cassius put his hands up and said, "Don't hit me. Don't hit me, please."
Wayne Sleep.
Vinnie Jones was about 6 months old. God, he was frightening.
Cassius put his hands up.
Cassius.
Sooty?
You're struggling, I have to hand it over.
Hang on.
Hey, we know we're struggling.
Biased. Did you have a go at Stoke and he just so biased?
We can have these. It's too Bob. I'm afraid it was, in fact, unbelievably, Willie Carson from his book Up Front. Two jockeys have actually won awards for writing fiction, Dick Francis for Whip Hand and Lester Piggott for Collected Accounts 1980 to 1985. So the scores at the end of that round are Gary's team still on 3 and David's team on 8. Right, our next round is Field the Sportsman, in which our teams are invited, in the mafia sense of the word, to put on a blindfold and within just 90 seconds identify a famous sportsperson by touch alone. So, David and Lee, if you'd like to assume your positions up there, take your blindfolds with you.
Oh, blimey. Here we go, really? It's the car, the chicks love the car.
OK, can we have our first mystery guest, please?
Jesus Christ.
OK. That was particularly nice from where I'm sitting. OK, your 90 seconds start now.
Right, hang on.
Hang on, pass.
Am I allowed to?
Hang on.
No.
What?
Come on.
He's got... Lee, I'll give you a clue. He's got skis on.
Is it? Oh, I thought he had big shoes.
He's got
Charlie
protective kit on.
Protective kit?
He obviously falls over a lot.
He's got protective kit on, you say?
Yes.
How can you tell?
He's the British record holder in his event.
British record holder in his event.
Well, hang on, hold it.
Hang on.
It's not the Bell brothers or one of them. I mean, it can't be both of them. But...
Bell brothers? Are you talking about Scotch now? What's going on?
Have you got a glass?
No, no.
Hang on, we've got... Can you fly a bit? Is he a flyer? Is he a flyer? Flyer?
He's nodding.
It's got to be. It's got to be. Eddie the Eagle. How about that? Absolutely right. I thought it was a nice quiet entrance.
Nick, since I'm not playing in that round, can I see if I can identify Tessa by touching her? And I won't need a blindfold.
OK, Gary and Rory. OK?
Feel your way right now, Gary.
Take your positions, blindfolds on, please.
Ah, dear.
And can we have our next mystery guest, please? No. Your 90 seconds start now.
Hello.
Left, Gary.
Oh my God! It's my husband. Oh, hang on.
Oh, what's that?
I've got an idea. I'll just find out if it's Jimmy Hill. Say something. Let's see what's down here.
What's this?
Oh, ordinary. Hope it's not Hugh Grant.
I'll give you a clue. He doesn't live at number 221B Baker Street.
I know this
Not
is.
Sherlock Holmes.
Is it
Correct.
the old mate John McKirrick?
Oh, God.
Absolutely correct.
All my life, I'm going to do this. The first person to give a red card to Gary Linekar.
OK, so at the end of that round, Gary's team has 6 and David's team has 11. Our final round is the do-or-die, helter-skelter, hell-for-leather, suspiciously like a Victorian parlour game, name game. One member of each team has an envelope full of sporting names. Using only his visual and verbal clues, his teammates have to guess as many names as possible in 90 seconds, and rhymes are banned. Now, David's team is winning at this moment, so here's your envelope. You start first. Lee,
I do it?
No, Lee's going to do it.
But if I looked at them first, it would make it go quicker, wouldn't
It would.
It would help, yeah.
Lee, your 90 seconds start now.
West Indian cricketer, and he's
Lara,
got...
Brian Lara.
Blimey. And ice skater, works with Christopher
Dean.
forgot to do first name.
Torville.
Jane Torville.
Jane Torville.
American tennis player, bald, just come out about it.
Come out about bald?
Well, he used to have long hair and he's trying to make hair. That's it, you know. Motor racing driver.
Sterling Moss. Sorry, I'm out of date.
No,
Damon Hill.
No, he's a French one. And he's got... Like, chip. Yes.
Sure. Yes.
English goalkeeper. He was English goalkeeper like forever.
Gordon Banks.
And, no, he was like, he's not anymore.
Peter Shilton.
Yeah, well, neither is he. Well, no. Cricketer. He sounds like a liberal bloke who used to be Prime Minister. And he's
liberal bloke?
Yeah,
Gladstone Small.
Yeah. Oh, you're amazing.
You're going to go a long way back for
he
these.
commentates on the golf, which is like quite easy.
Peter Harris.
Yeah, well done. Oh, blimey.
Oh, blimey, Irish.
Yeah, that's it. Well done. He's like an artist, but he's a racehorse. And no, that's not helping, is it? No, he's like an artist, and he drew the first design of the helicopter. And he's a
Da Vinci.
ninja. No,
Leonardo da Vinci. Who does he play for?
No, he's
Leonardo.
Just, correct, a horse. Second one, another horse, Royal There you go. 400-metre hurdler, and he won like for about 50,000 races on the trot. And his surname, he said, "Oh, give me the tablets and the Ten Commandments."
Moses.
Correct. This one is also a golfer, and his name is like if a car went past and went whoosh.
Well done. Leonardo, incidentally, is a Brazilian footballer and not a horse.
I thought he was a mutant turtle.
I got Da Vinci.
So that means you've gone up to 21 each. Gary's team need 15 to even draw level. But I'm fairly confident you're going to do it.
I wouldn't do it.
OK, your 90 seconds start now, Rory.
Tennis player, sounds nasty.
Agassi.
No,
Nastasi.
correct. Motor racing driver, mainly scrap metal now. You know, he's lost bits of his body.
Oh, Barry Sheen.
Correct, yeah. Don't know what this bloke does. I think he's a golfer. First name right said?
Fred Couples.
Couple, yes, very good. Cricketer, put it in a wine bottle to stop...
Corp. Dominic Corp.
Correct. Swimmer, first name shares with Mottram and Edwards. And it's a crustacean...
Buster Crab.
Buster Crab, yeah. A horse... It seems to be named after a Japanese electronics company.
Oh, it must be Sanyo Music Centre.
Correct. Dutch runner. First name is bottom in American and something else in English.
Fanny. Blankers-Cone.
Scottish golfer, sounds like someone who's in the desert war.
Colin Montgomery.
Yeah, very good. Somebody called Gubby Allen.
Gubby Allen.
Rower, Pinsett, and what's he called?
Steve Redgrave.
Steve Redgrave, yeah. Sailor shares a Christian name with Guevara.
Che
Blythe, correct, yeah. Don't know what this bloke does, but he sounds like an elephant-sized ejaculation.
An excellent effort. And much the best clue given yet. So that means at the end, Gary's team has got 18 and the winners are David's team with 21. So thanks to David Gower, Lee Hurst and Clive Anderson, and Gary Linekar, Rory McGrath and Tessa Sanderson. We're all off home after we've provided the statutory urine sample. My name's Nick Hancock. They think it's all over. It is now.
Another half hour from Hancock tomorrow at 10 on BBC Two with guest Jimmy Tarbuck in room 101.